Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode, and we are back working on the Fiesta. And just 1 week away I will be in Germany for Nürburgring, so I need to get cracking on with some Nürburgring prep. And a simple mod that I've got planned for today, which is this Distinct Designs pedal spacer. Now, why do we need this? Well, because when I go on track I want to heel and toe. Not everybody heel and toes, but for me personally, when I go on track, I like to do it. It makes me feel like a bit of a racing driver. I know that's a bit stupid, really, but other than that as well, I don't like the way the car feels if you don't heel and toe, and that when you're changing gear, it just doesn't do it for me. If I watch a video of someone on YouTube, whether it's just an amateur driving around the track or even racing drivers, and they downshift, it's like when you hear that downshift, it's like makes me feel a bit like that. So no offense to you if you don't heel and toe, it's not the end of the world, but for me, I like the heel and toe. So I'm going to fit this space, and the reason is I'm going to show you the pedals and the difficulty we have on the Fiesta. Now, you just pop the light on. Down there you can see the accelerator pedal is so much further forward and sticking out than the accelerator pedal. Did I say the brake pedal sticks up more than the accelerator pedal? So for me, some people heel and toe like this. They'll have their foot partially on the brake and then just roll onto the accelerator. Now if you do that, there's so much gap, and plus I don't like using that method because I got a wet trainer now, although I don't go on track in these, but it just feels quite slippery. But for me, I heel and toe in this fashion. I sort of cock my foot around, but the accelerator pedal is so far away, I'm only just, look how slippery my trainers are, it just doesn't feel right. And when I'm doing it, I tend to, like, my foot goes down the gap and just pushes the accelerator away. It just feels all wrong. So someone popped up on Facebook saying about these pedal spacers. It come in two choices of sizes. It was like a 9mm and a 38. I felt the 9mm might be too small, so I went for the 38. Now, I'm not sponsored by these or nothing. I've actually just bought this. If you want to sponsor me though, Distinct Designs, then feel free to. So I think 38mm is too big. I don't know where they've come to this idea, but I'm going to fit it anyway. And what I thought with buying a bigger one, if it is too big, I'll just rip it down. I'll cut it and make it smaller, and I'll make it the size I want. So I'm out now. It's a miserable day. I'm going to get back home, get the car under cover, and we're going to swap this on, and then we'll do some driving tests after we have fitted it and see what we think of it. Shut up. Try to talk. Right, okay, so I'm back home. You know the drill now. The focus track car's got to come out the drive. Enough already. Seatbelt warning. So yeah, okay, what I've got to do now, some geezer trying to get his wheelie bin past my car. Alright, bud. As long as it's not the car, I don't care. Right. Seatbelt. Right, so I'm going to get the focus out, Fiesta in. So what I meant to say was, before I was rudely interrupted, if you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. It might be a small thing to you, but it's a big thing for me. And also follow me on Instagram at SparkPlugSteve. Right, let's get on with the job. Okay, so to get the pedal off, there's a bolt there, you can see that, and then there's another one up under there. Let's get you in. Can you see them? So them are the two bolts that we have got to undo, move the pedal out. Right, this is awkward holding the camera. I'm trying to undo it, but I'm sure you get the idea. I'll show you when it's out. Rightio. Okay, so what you do is, as we just said, you slip these over the stud that's in there. What I've decided to do, if I can get the light to come on, is I put a nut. Can you see him? I put a nut from my pack on first, then I'm going to tighten this onto it so that's not just able to just free spin when we tighten it. Now them extra nuts are not included in the pack, but you know, I like to do things a little bit different, so we're going to put that nut on, tighten the two together, and then we know we've got a tight hold back there. Okay, so with a socket over the long nut and a 13mm spanner on there, we're just going to back the spanner into the socket. And you know, when you've got two nuts that are tightened up against each other, they become very strong and won't self-undo. So that's one. Do the same with the top one. Then we're ready to put the spacer on. Alright, so the way the spacer fits, the logo is this side, facing the passenger side of the car, and the fat bit of the spacer is at the top. So now we're just going to fit the pedals over the top of it. Right, so the instructions tell us to use some thread lock on these bolts. So I'm going to stick a little bit on, even though I'm unsure whether it's going to be staying like that or get cut shorter, but let's hope that it does work perfectly. So I'm going to thread lock these, tighten them in. Okay, so that is the result. It looks like it's made the pedal come down more. So it's all bolted up, it's strong. I'm now going to clear my mess from here, and I'm going to have a sit in the car and give it a little test. Okay, so it's fitted now, and I'm questioning myself on what I said earlier. Was I a little bit hasty in thinking that 38mm was too big? Because come and take a look. As you can see now, see the pedals are quite even in the distance, and that's not feeling too bad. I mean, it's different to just sitting here testing now. We are definitely going to go out for a test run, but I'm going to get myself ready, and we're going to take you out on a journey, and I'll try and get a camera down there, and we'll see how well I can heel and toe. There's no place like heel and toe. There's no place like heel and toe. That's better. Got my karting boots on. Go for a drive. Alright, so we're out driving, and initial impressions is obviously the car feels different now with the accelerator pedal being forward, but first impressions is really good. So we're going to switch to the camera in a second when we get to some braking zones. But firstly, I made up a new song. So we've done a little bit of Wizard of Oz. How about head, shoulders, heel and toe, heel and toe. Right, okay. Let's do some braking. Let's see if I've lost the ability to heel and toe. One thing I sussed out as well is if I leave the door open, a slight little crack, which isn't ideal, it puts the bottom light on so you can see my feet on the pedals. Right, so we come into a roundabout now. I'm in fourth. Just banging out the third. Ooh, need a bit of practice. Need a bit of practice. These 8008Rs are so slippery in the wet. Wow. Just put your foot down, they just go straight. Whew. Alright, so I'm in fourth gear now and coming into this round, but we're going to drop down 2 gears. We're going to go third, then second. So braking, third, second. I need a little bit more practice. I'm a little bit rusty. It comes a lot more natural in the track car. But I am liking it. I am not going to have to change the pedal position. Sorry, the pedal thickness on the spacer. I'm gonna stick with that. It's really good. Also want to mention with heel and toe, I never do it in daily driving, ever. I only ever heel and toe on the track. It's absolutely pointless to do it on the road. I've done some practicing in the past, but as a general rule, it's pretty pointless. So in this car, I have never ever done heel and toe, so definitely some practice to do. Car's just spinning for days. Oh, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. Oof. Look at that wheel spin. Second gear wheel spinning all the way up to the red line. These tyres are not so good in the wet. Let's shut this door now. Right, to sum that one up, I am over the moon that pedal spacer. Brilliant buy, it's done exactly what I need. But don't shoot off just yet, because we're going to include an oil change in this video. Right, I haven't got a lot of time. I'm in a rush, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Aldi or little pump the oil out into that, and what we've got to go in ready for the ring is some of Petronas Cintium 3000 FR 5W30. So I'm not going to change the oil filter, it's only a couple of thousand miles since it had this service of Ford. So I'm going to keep that till after the ring. I'll probably be changing the oil again, so we're going to see if this pump can get the oil out and see how quick we can do it. Right, so I've got the tube all the way down and measured the distance of the dipstick, made sure the tube was in far enough. Now we're going to connect these to the battery. Let's get this up of the way. Live. We've got it going into a container just here. So let's switch the pump on, see if it works. Oh, it's working. Pump will stay on now. That is working a treat. Let me take a look. That is pouring out of there just beautiful. That is so much easier than lifting the car up and getting under and draining from the sump. That was quite cheap in either Aldi's or Lidl's, one of them I bought it from. Right, so we're going to let that do his thing. Right, so that appears to be all of it. That is the easiest oil change I've ever done. I've been here a couple of minutes. That is amazing. Right, let's get some new oil in. Right, so that is it. We are done. Oil change finished. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.